Sis, I wasn't prepared for that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Sasha. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys something pretty exciting. I'm super happy about this. It is the Karmin Professional's Epilator. This is a 5-in-1 wet or dry epilator and shaver. I'm so nervous about it because I've never tried an epilator and I've heard a couple of things about it. So let's just see what's in this box. If you guys are interested, keep on watching. Come on! So Karmin Professionals reached out to me and asked me if I'd be interested in trying their epilator, and I went and checked it out and I kind of got an idea for what I was in store for when receiving this, and I was super excited when I heard all the attachments that were included. So first off, let's start off with the box. It does come in actual DHL packaging when I first received it. Shipping is 2 to 3 business days if you are in the United States. This does retail for $99.95, and of course the taxes if you are paying taxes anywhere you live. And then the shipping again is depending on where you're living. So if you're in the United States, we're going to get ours 2 to 3 business days. They do have warehouses in different places, such as like Bangkok, Canada, and here in the United States as well. They kind of just ship out from wherever the warehouse is closest to you, making shipping time a little bit more convenient. So I'm really happy about that. Because I know when receiving stuff from overseas and vice versa, I know it can be a little bit like, you can be a little bit anxious in receiving your product, so I'm really happy with that. It cuts down the shipping time. So when you receive it and you take it out of the DHL packaging, which I'm pretty sure it came in, and if I'm wrong, I'll go ahead and leave it down in the description box. You're going to get this nice, cute little, like, kind of like a gift box, which is convenient for storage. I like to just kind of put things back in their box and store them for later so they stay in good condition. So when you pick it up, you're going to see that it comes, it has the logo on the top. It's nice, clean, and sleek. So if you wanted to leave this out, it's going to be very pleasing to the eye, or appealing to the eye. So I go ahead and take off that little box top, and then you're going to find all of the attachments as well as the epilator. Now the box includes the actual epilator, or the whole body of it. It does have a comfort grip. It is in this pretty like rose gold, which I think is really nice. It's like a really soft rose gold, and personally that's totally my aesthetic, so I really like that, and it goes really great in my beauty room, so I'm happy to have that. Now the actual body of the epilator does have 2 speeds, so you can have like a lower speed and then you can have a higher speed, and we'll get into more of that in just a little bit, but I did want to go over all of the attachments before we got started. So the first attachment I want to talk to you guys about is going to be the exfoliating brush. Now the exfoliating brush attachment is going to be amazing because you can go ahead and help exfoliate and prep your skin before epilating. This is also great for preventing ingrown hairs that I know some of you guys experience and that can be very painful. So this is awesome. You want to do this about 24 hours before epilating, and this is really going to help with those ingrown hairs. So the next attachment I want to talk to you guys about is going to be great for after epilating, and this is a massage attachment. This is going to be great for soothing those tense muscles in your legs, your neck, your arms, and then it's also great to promote blood flow, which is also helps with glowy skin, and I love glowy skin, girl, so that's awesome. Now the next attachment that I wanted to show you guys, and I'm also trying to show you guys how easy they are to attach, is the pedicure attachment. Now this is super nice, and it has really good grain on it, so it's going to give you a nice pedicure, or like kind of exfoliate your feet and get rid of all of that dead skin. You can remove that little attachment part and wash it, because you're definitely going to want to get all that gunk off and stuff like that, because you don't want all that dead skin left on there. And then it also comes apart from the actual epilator base, so that's really nice, so you can clean it. I don't recommend sharing this with anybody. It does say in the directions that this should only be used by 1 person, and I'll get a little bit more into that towards the end of the video, but I like this pedicure attachment. I'm not going to use it on camera today just because I feel like that's super TMI, and I don't know if I feel like this because one of my really good friends, Jeanette, if you're watching, she has like a super big phobia of feet and always kind of made me feel ill towards feet too, so I'm not going to share my feet on here with you guys, and I don't want anybody coming to my channel for feet fetish. It's not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm not here to please you and your feet fetish. So I'll go ahead and save that for myself and the rest of later on and see how it works, because that'd be nice in between actual pedicures to maintain your feet. Or even if you have like your husband who like works outside or something and gets calluses on his hands, that's awesome for him as well. The next attachment is going to be the shaver head attachment, which I think is really convenient because, I mean, if you have to trim down the hair before using the epilator, you can definitely use this. It does have a guard that you can attach so you're not getting too close to the shave. So I think this is going to be convenient and definitely going to replace my razor because it's doing the same job. It's powered, which makes it faster, and it has these awesome attachments. It's just really convenient. So I'm really digging this one. Now the final attachment that I want to share with you guys, which is the main reason why I'm pretty sure you guys are here, is the epilator head attachment. Now you can use this on 2 speeds, this base, like I said at the beginning, and they do recommend that you use the slower speed if you're a beginner, but personally I think you should let it go faster. It comes with this light so you do not miss any hairs, which is really nice because you can't really see some of the hairs that are like really like light. So it makes it easy to see where you're going. It also comes with a little attachment that you can put on top of it, which makes the area a little bit more concentrated, and it kind of like protects you if you're going to use it in your face area or in your bikini area. So I did use this little attachment when I did my bikini area, and I think it did a really good job helping protect my skin, especially if you have like any stretch marks in that area. You know, the skin isn't as smooth as other areas, like say your legs or something like that. I think this attachment is really great. I haven't used it on my face because I personally prefer to wax my lip, but I think that's going to be, especially if you have like longer sideburns that you don't necessarily like, this attachment is going to be awesome. It's easy to remove so that you can clean it, and then it's easy to apply. So when you want to use it, it's just super simple. I love this whole concept. I definitely will use everything before this video is over, or before I get it to you guys, and I'll let you guys know my opinion on every attachment before I just send you guys on your way to try to purchase this. So you also get a charger, which we're definitely going to need, especially if you're going to be using this like on the go, which is really convenient. You can definitely use this on the go, so it's great for traveling. And it comes with the there's a pouch for stale and a cleaner storage. So if you wanted to do that, it doesn't come included, but if you wanted to purchase that, that's definitely available. But I think for $99, less than $100 to receive all of these things in one packaging, and they all match each other, so it all looks really nice and like uniformed. And I'm kind of picky about that stuff because if you leave attachments around, I'm a really like visual person, so I feel like this is really nice to look at, and it's going to look nice if you're just leaving it around hanging in your restroom and you're kind of like picky about the cleanliness. So I'm super excited to get started on this. The one that I'm most excited about is obviously the epilator, because I personally prefer to wax, especially like my underarms, but I've had many times, and I'm still doing it today, I've just found it easier to wax myself at home. Now I am a licensed professional, and I don't always recommend this to everybody, because even me as a licensed professional, sometimes I use like newer products that come out, newer waxes and stuff like that, and I haven't had much experience with them, and they're not using like ones that I'm used to. So I'm going to give you an example of the last time that I waxed my underarms, and you guys seen I told you I was going to get to it, and I am getting to it now. I just knew I wanted to have this video out for you guys, and I needed to grow them out a little bit. But as you can see, I did try out a new, and I can't believe I'm showing my underarms. This is so embarrassing. So I did go ahead and purchase a new wax to try out, and when I did, I let it cool down for the usual amount of time that I let my other one cool out. And I actually let it cool for like an additional 5 minutes because I got distracted doing something else. Well, when I came back and I put it on and I removed it, I noticed that the next day it was tender, and I know that feeling because I've had that before when other people have done it, hence the reason why I like to do it on my own. So I knew that I hurt the top layer of my skin. So I was like, oh wow, I damaged the top layer of my skin. That is what gives me that dark around here. Now, a lot of people will also tell you that the like the antiperspirants, those will also give you that dark spot, and then it'll build up. That is also something that plays in. But I personally use like one of those spray antiperspirants, so I don't really feel like it's towards that, because when I wax, I notice that everything looks nice and clean and evenly toned, even if I were to use like the other one when I used to before, because I did used to use that before and I didn't notice the difference. It's because I actually damaged my skin underneath. So I'm super excited about the Epilator, because that's going to help if you experience that, especially if you're like me and your skin is super sensitive. Look at that. My skin is so sensitive. If your skin is sensitive, this Epilator, you might find it a little painful, but I mean, waxing is super painful too, and it removes the first layer of your skin depending on the kind of wax you're using. So that is going to be super, super helpful. Now, I'm really not one that's like a crybaby when it comes to pain. I think I do have a strong tolerance to pain. So I'm just nervous about the leg or bikini area. That's what I'm really nervous about, because that's where I'm like most sensitive. So I've talked enough. I did explain the whole situation of my underarms so you guys are very aware, and I'm nervous. They are pretty clean. I did go ahead and take a shower and wipe them down and everything. I didn't put deodorant or anything, so that way we're just working with a clean area. I do have a good amount of hair, and maybe I will zoom you guys in so we could do this together. I might not talk through it. I'll probably just let you know how I feel about it, and then yeah, and then the rest of the attachments I'm probably gonna try off camera. I'm not really too sure if I'm gonna try the shaving device, because hopefully if all goes well with the Epilator, I'll be able to do my legs with this as well, and I won't have to use a shaver. So now when I opened up the box, just because I wanted to get some more information, and I'm like, this thing has to come with instructions, I did open up the bottom portion of the box, and it did come with instructions as well as a little warranty slip. So I'm not exactly sure how long the warranty is. If I find it before I post this video, I'll go ahead and post it right here. But it does come with something to register your device for warranty, and that's always great, because if something happens, you can get it replaced. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly read through these instructions, and I'll give you a short and sweet rundown of what it says to do when using this. Okay, so just reading here a couple of like pages, it does say that you shouldn't be sharing this with anyone, which I kind of figured, but whatever. I thought like it was the attachment as long as somebody else didn't use it, but it actually says the whole entire thing not to be using it. I would assume that with like facial products, but I guess this too, it's hygiene and it's touching certain areas, especially if you're using it in the bikini area. You don't want to try it. So it does say that if you have long hair, so if your underarms or any area that you're kind of getting rid of is super long, longer than like 1 to 2 weeks growth, which is like 3 to 4 millimeters, then you should probably trim it down, which is how the shaver comes in handy. So it says when exfoliating, you can do this wet or dry, like I said at the beginning, but when you do it wet, it's less painful. So if you're a beginner, you should probably do this wet, but I'm a gangster, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to tough it out. Especially because like right here, I'm not gonna transform all this shit to the restroom. So it says for dry, make sure that your skin is clean from oils, creams. Do not apply any cream before using. Hair is easier to remove after a bath or shower, which I just did. And then it says, but your skin should be completely dry before applying the Epilator. So my skin is like completely dry. So I think I should just zoom you guys in actually. Let me go ahead and zoom y'all all up in here. I need to get up a little bit. And then I'm going to turn this on. I think I'm going to start off with speed 1. And you guys are going to see here. I can't believe I'm doing this on camera. This is so crazy. So it doesn't really say like where to start or whatever. So actually let me see first. Hold those brakes. Before we get started here and I start messing some stuff up, let me make sure that what direction I need to go in. It says before the first use, clean the Epilator head. Oh wow, okay, I need to go clean the Epilator head. Press the Epilator head onto the handle. Okay, they basically mean press this little go button. If desired to put an attachment of the Epilator. Okay, get to the point. Press the on and off button, blah, blah, blah. Start running the speed affected with the Epilator. If you want the speed 2, press 2 times. When you press the epilator, it doesn't say anything. Hold the epilator perpendicular to your leg. Okay. With one of, gently press. Okay, so you're basically gonna go against the grain. So you're gonna go against the grain, which I guess makes sense. Let me go ahead and clean off this attachment head real quick like it recommends me to do, and then I'll come back and we'll get this potty started. So I'm back. It already comes with a little bit of battery power and some batteries and some battery juice. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's try this out. I'm like so scared. So I'm gonna get over here so you guys can see a little bit better, and we're gonna see how it works. Oh shit. Okay, wait, fuck, hold on. Sis, I wasn't prepared for that. Okay. So I think it has like these little, they look like little tweezers, if you can see. They are grabbing, honey. Okay. It took out some hairs. I sure in the hell felt that. So let's go back. So we were talking all that mess, talking about I'm a G. I did it on the first one too, so supposedly that is easier. Let me, hold on. Oh my god. Sister Soldier, make it there. Oh god, it hurts. Okay, Mother of Lazarus. Oh my god, am I doing it right? Because I feel like I'm cutting myself. Oh my god. Okay, you see that? Am I cutting myself? Let's try this again. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh girl. This is some serious business. Supposedly you get used to this feeling, but it's a little painful. Oh my god. Is it even getting anything? Or is it just hurting me? Okay, so it's starting to feel a little bit better. I mean, I'm getting used to it, not feeling better. I'm getting used to it. It's definitely taking out my hair. It's hurting though. Oh my god. Oh my god. So let's stop for a second. I need a break. Okay, it's getting hair, definitely getting hair. As you can see, there is definitely hair in there. Yeah. So let's go ahead and continue this madness. Oh god, what am I doing with my life? Oh shit, I'm getting out of the frame.
So because the hairs are going in separate directions, I'm kind of just moving it around differently because they're not all going in the same direction. Oh God. And for those of you wondering, I have really thick, coarse hair, if you couldn't tell. Or if you can't tell by the hair on my head. So I do need more, and I do like that when I'm going, I got a lot more. I do like that when I'm passing by areas that already have been snagged, it's not hurting those areas. So that's great. I'm gonna go ahead and bump up the speed and see if this helps out. Okay, so they say if you're new to this that you should put it at the first speed, but I don't think that's good. I think you should do it at the highest speed because it feels like it's coming out really fast with the second speed. I don't see that they have like a little brush attachment to kind of get this hair out the way so you can keep moving if you did have a lot. So that's kind of something that I think I wish I had with this device. Of course you can go ahead and wash it off. Of course you're supposed to after use. But I mean during the use, say for instance like how I have really coarse hair and you see how much is piled up in there. Like I'd like to clean that out. But I guess it's not necessary. I got pretty much everything. As you can see, it looks nice and clean. I do feel like okay. Now I haven't shaved in a while, and I don't know if you guys can see this, but I do feel like some of them didn't get pulled from the actual root. Like some of them were cut. And I don't know, maybe those could be hairs that are regrowing. But it looks like they were just chopped. Now it did feel like a lot of them were getting ripped from the root, because you can actually see that on here. Let's see if I can see. You can see some of these have been ripped from the actual root. See if I can get one in particular. Let me get a little tweezer. Now this hair, you can see the bulb on it. Another package came. Cool. So we'll go ahead and open that later. Let's get back to this. So I think that hair looked like you could see the bulb on it, and I feel like it feels really smooth. I'm a little damp because I feel like I'm nervous, so I'm sweaty a little bit. Let me go ahead and back you guys away because you guys don't need to be in my underarms anymore. I'm interested in seeing how this works, like, or I wonder if you can use this, well, it doesn't say you can use this on your face, so I don't think you should use it like in this area. I'm a daredevil enough to try it though. I'm so crazy I will do something like that. But I'm gonna do the other arm and then I'm gonna show you guys how it turned out. So as you can see, I went ahead and epilated the other underarm. Everything came out good except for the fact that it cut me. I'm not sure if it's because I was perspiring a little bit because I was kind of nervous. So yeah, it stung. I didn't even realize it cut me until I wiped my underarms clean. It healed by now that I'm actually putting out this video, but as you can see, it did do that. I'm not sure, like I said, if it's something that I did wrong, but that's something to note. So guys, I was sitting here and I was trying to do my other underarm and my legs to try to see how I liked it, and then my son woke up and he came in here and started playing, like asking me what I was doing. He even told me, "What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, it hurts," because he heard me say ow. And then he's like, "I feel so bad for you." But he ended up finding that actually there is something to clean it off like I asked for. So you definitely could just go in here and clean it off. And maybe that'll help out because I feel like it was getting a little built up. And then right now what I'm noticing on my legs is that I have to make like several passes for it to come out. So I'm hoping that maybe after I clean this out a little bit with this, that that'll help out a little bit, and if it does, I'll definitely let you know. But I'm gonna actually finish off my legs, finish off my underarms, then I'm gonna come back and maybe we'll go ahead and try out the little massager, and then after that we can, here, do you wanna go talk to Daddy? He's calling for you.
Hey, Daddy.
Here. So we'll go ahead and try out the little massager. I can even try out the shaver just to see like how it works. I'll go ahead and I'll give you guys my final thoughts on each attachment. You guys might see me in a different setting because I would have to have used all these, so I might not be using them all today. So I'll definitely get back with you guys and let you guys know my final thoughts. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and talk about my final thoughts on the actual 5-in-1 epilator and what I think about it and if it's worth it and if you guys should pick it up, in my personal opinion. So I do want to talk first about the brush attachment. The brush attachment was amazing, especially if you have problems with like ingrown hairs and stuff like that. It's definitely going to help exfoliate your legs, your body, and prep the area so that you're able to exfoliate. I love this attachment and I'm going to continue to use this because it's amazing, made my skin feel amazing. It's a really nice addition to the 5-in-1 collection. So if you go ahead and take off that little base, you can, off of this little head, you can change it to the massager. I think the massager is amazing because if you're sensitive like myself and you get really red, this is going to be great for like massaging the surface of your skin and just kind of bringing back the circulation to the area and making your skin look a little bit more flawless. Of course, it's nice to massage because it's relaxing, so that adds to kind of like this at-home spa experience. So I really like this addition. I probably will be using it in my neck area just to relieve some tension, especially because I look down at the computer often. So I love this attachment. It was awesome. I actually didn't think I was going to care that much about it, but it's a great addition. So the next thing I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about is going to be the pedicure attachment. This is awesome. I used it. I did tell you guys earlier in the video I wasn't going to use it on camera, but I did use it after I got out of the shower and my feet were kind of like, you know, I softened the skin a little bit because they were in the hot water. So usually what they do when you get your pedicures done, just to loosen up that skin a little bit and make it easier to be removed. And this addition was awesome. It was easy to clean. It looked almost practically like new once I washed it off. And I think this is going to be great for in between pedicures. I don't think this is going to replace my pedicure or like my pumice stone that I use in the shower. I'm definitely going to continue to use it, but in between pedicures, this is a nice attachment. And like I told you, if you get calluses or anything like that on the side of your feet, this is definitely going to help with those problem areas, especially when they're hard to reach or those pumice stones are so big. This can turn and move and get in those little areas. So I think this is a really nice addition, and I'm happy that it's part of it because I don't really see this too often. Now the shaver attachment, of course, I'm not going to get into much detail about this. You guys know what this does and I talked to you about it earlier. I think this is an amazing thing, and the attachment that comes along with it is really nice too. So some of these, most of them do come with this little thing to kind of trim, but I feel like the quality of this part is way better than most. So I like it. Of course, I talked to you about trimming and how this is definitely going to come into use, especially if you're looking for a quick shave. So I'm really happy with this. It did an amazing job. I used to trim down like my bikini area on the side a little bit just to make sure that everything was nice and like leveled out, and it worked well, so I'm really happy with it. Now for the epilator and the little attachment that comes with it. I did use the attachment to do my bikini line like I told you guys earlier. It worked awesome. I haven't had a chance to do my lip just because I just recently waxed my lips, so there's not really hair there. I will update you guys like later after this video is posted and I kind of had some time to use this. In the description box below, I'll update you on my thoughts on using it on my lips, but so far I haven't had a chance there. I definitely have used it in my bikini area. This was nice to kind of protect my skin, or like that little curve there, because you do need to have your skin real nice and taut, and I try to like pull out my leg that way so it makes it easier, and then just kind of tuck on the skin a little bit and it works fine. This alone on my legs, I did think it did a great job. It takes some time. This is the only con that I have about this, is it takes time. So it's not like something you're going to be able to use and hurry up and go, I need to hurry up and get out of the shower in 5 minutes and make it happen. No, you're going to take some time, set some time to do this aside,
because it does take a little bit of time. It's not the quickest thing in the world. You do only have so many of these little things pulling all at once, and they're not grabbing every single time. I did notice that you do need to get pretty good of an angle and get closer to your skin, and make sure you pull your skin really nice and taut, or else it's not going to pull out from the root. It may snip your hairs off. So do keep that in mind. Other than that, I think this is amazing. I know you guys see me in a lot of pain, and I think my original opinion on it when I was using it wasn't good, but that's because I was going through the pain. Now, since it's been over a week, it's been about, I'll say, it's been about 8 days since I've used this thing now, and my hair hasn't grown back. I don't know if I can show you guys. My hair hasn't grown back yet. That little cut that I had is gone, and it's looking really good. I like how my legs feel. I wish I would have waited a little bit longer and done it closer to the contour, just because I feel like it's going to be kind of in between trying to grow. So I'm hoping that I can use this. I'm probably not going to be able to use it again because the hair is still not growing yet, and the contour's next week. But I'm excited about this. So overall, guys, I think this is an amazing 5-in-1 epilator collection. I think you guys should definitely try it out, especially for the price. This is freaking $99.95 plus tax or whatever shipping and handling is going to cost you. So around $100, a little change. And they have one from Philips that's exactly, well, not exactly the same, but it has similar attachments, pretty much the same, $200. It's like, and I think the attachments on this one are actually better. There's a couple that I wouldn't even use on that one, and then that are like kind of switched out, and I think it's way better. Like their pedicure attachment is like a little circle that you can like do corns if you have. This, you can do your whole heel, middle of your foot, upper part of your foot, the sides of your feet. I think this is way better. It comes apart so you can clean it. Like, this is way better. So I definitely think you guys should give this a try, especially if you have problems with facial hair, any type of body hair that you don't like, for it to last long, and you don't really want to spend the money, because over time this will pay for itself if you're comparing it to waxing. I think you should definitely give it a try. With that being said, you guys, there's going to be a discount code down in the description box below if you guys are interested, to save you guys a little bit of money. I want to thank Karmin Professionals for sending me this to try out. It was definitely experience, and I'll continue using this. So if you guys are interested, all the information you guys need to know will be down in the description box below. Like always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with somebody who might find it useful, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye y'all.
If you survived this video, you are the real MVP. No, really, guys. I do want to thank you guys for surviving this long video. I do apologize that it was so long, but I did want to get into detail and let you guys know everything about this epilator and all of the attachments. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to check out some of my other videos. Also follow me on Instagram at IamSashaFierce411.